There's no case. You're interested? My son ran away from home. My wife doesn't call. My sister is busy. Email me.
Okay, we should be rolling. Hello, everyone. BHV here, and it's that time of year. Illinois just won the Big Ten Tournament Championship, and now it's time to find out where everybody will seed in the NCAA tournament. You can see the bracket here, and all the teams that were in Joe Lunardi's bracketology. I did also let in the next four, or the first four out. I left the next four out. I'm going to turn this down slightly. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. Let me just do a test. Hey! Okay, that should be good enough. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a lamp just to add some extra lighting, even though it's light out.
Helps one city businesses and homeowners get their projects done. Whether you rent a compactor, compressor, generator, mini excavator, or one bigger. Yeah. Get your home court advantage. Come to Avenue Rental, next to the I-70 bridge downtown. Avenue Rental.
There, extra lighting there. I just want to make sure. Can you guys hear me? If anybody is in the stream, can you hear me? Today we're reacting to the selection show. I'm really curious as to who will get in and who will be left out of here. I'm watching it on my phone.
Sales event. Get special offers on the 2020 RX 350.
So I'm watching it on my phone because I don't really need it on my laptop. And I'm in my college dorm. My roommate's not here at the moment. Let's just hope he's not here at all for the rest of it. Oh boy, I think we're about to get started here. You can hear? Okay, great. Just making sure. I just want to make sure you can hear me, which seems like you can. I'm actually very excited because Illinois just won the Big Ten Tournament Championship. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy. But I want to relax a little bit. I feel like Illinois is going to be a 3 seed. The algorithm brought me here. Let's do this. Oh, nice. Yeah, Illinois took the last auto bid. All right, I promise I'll quit talking about Illinois. But you can see them on the chart. They're right there.
Our best, our friend colleague Greg Gumbel set out this year's tournament in family health matters. Greg Force
sucks that Greg Gumbel's not here this time around. It sucks. Kentucky fan here. Auburn. I think Auburn is probably a 2 or a 3. That'd be my guess. Auburn did just take the SEC tournament bid. They took the SEC auto bid. Here we're going out west. Yeah, I think Auburn will be. They'll be a high seed for sure. I think Joe Lunardi had them as a 3 seed. They could get a 2 if they wanted to. I don't think Iowa State's good enough to be a 2. I think Lunardi had them up there. St. John snubbed? Possibly. I believe they were first 4 out according to Lunardi.
Here are the tournament brackets from the NCAA.
Here we go.
Champion. Coca-Cola, Zero Sugar.
We're looking at the East region first. And the number 1 overall seed is UConn.
A 1 seed for the first time since 2.
That's not much of a surprise at all. And we'll see if we possibly have a play-in. These are first and second round games in Brooklyn, New York, and they will face the 16 seed Stetson. First tournament appearance for Stetson. I'm sorry, but you're probably going to get rolled by UConn. The 8-9 matchup.
By the way, next up.
Florida Atlantic gets an 8? Wow. That's a little bit high for me. FAU's a little bit high.
American Athletic Conference.
And who is the 9 seed? FAU at 25-8. Northwestern's the 9. Oh, wow. Okay. I feel like Northwestern's a wee bit. I think they're okay at a 9. I thought they would get a 10.
That's a great PC. All right, these are all Friday games.
All right. Friday games. Games on Friday. First and second round games in Spokane, Washington. The 5 seed is San Diego State.
They face the 12 seed.
And the 12 seed is University of Alabama, Birmingham.
Way to go, Blazers. The 4 seed.
Okay, they're moving too fast for me. Auburn is the 4. That's low. I had them at a 3. Auburn's too low. And Yale is the 13. They got the Ivy League auto bid on a buzzer beater.
Tigers.
These are first and second round games on Thursday in Omaha, Nebraska. BYU is the 6. They went 23-10 this year. The 11th seed is Duquesne, who just took the auto bid away from VCU. So Duquesne in there. That might be a decent game. Illinois is the 3. Oh, we're in UConn's region. Gosh darn it. We just won the Big Ten tournament. They're in the locker room right now. Excited about that. Terrence Shannon dropped 40 yesterday. The 14th seed is Morehead State. Okay. 26-8 Morehead State was. I don't want to play UConn in the Elite 8. Gosh darn it. Washington State is the 7. Where are they? There they are. First birth since 08. Wow. And who is the 10? The 10 seed who will play Washington State. These are first and second round games in Omaha, Nebraska. The 10 seed is Drake.
Valley Conference champions. The 2 seed.
The 2 seed here. The 2 seed is Iowa State. That's high for me. I think Iowa State's a little bit high. I didn't think they'd be a 1 seed, but they did beat Houston by 28. So I guess that could justify putting them at a 2 seed, but I don't know. I don't know if they're that great, but we'll see. They're 27-7 this year. I believe they're the first team out of the Big 12. The 15 is South Dakota State, the Jackrabbits. You know, if I'm picking a 15-2 upset, I might look at that game. I might honestly look at that game.
So as we zoom out and transition back up to the top of this bracket.
So that's the first region. Of course, UConn, this is UConn's region. I can't believe Illinois ended up in UConn's region. Gosh darn it. Yeah. UConn versus Auburn in the Sweet 16, that would be good. I like Auburn out of this. Out of here, I like Illinois, maybe BYU. And here, I think I might go with Drake out of this as like a 10 seed run. Drake, I think, can beat Washington State. We'll see. I'm not the biggest expert when it comes to basketball. I want nothing to do with UConn. Goodness gracious, that's a tough bracket. Yeah, that is tough.
Obviously, Iowa State.
Obviously, we've seen Illinois. We've seen FAU. I'm just trying to figure out who else we've seen and I can take off the board. We saw UConn, obviously. Auburn's off the board. San Diego State.
This team's going to run really good offensive stuff. Young coaches, get your note cards out.
So that's your East region. UConn versus Stetson. FAU versus Northwestern. San Diego State versus UAB. Auburn versus Yale. BYU Duquesne. Illinois Morehead State. Washington State Drake and Iowa State versus South Dakota State. Man, that's a tough region.
My you did everything. Chap, what's in your wall?
Honestly, out of this region, I like Auburn. I like Auburn and UConn. I think those are the two favorites to me. Auburn and UConn. I think whoever comes out of this half of the East region will go to the Final Four. That's at least what I think. I could take Northwestern off the board. Who else did I miss that I didn't take off the board? So these are your last four out. They're probably not going to make it, but I have them in here just in case. We got to see Colgate, Oakland, St. Peter's. The committee has a chance to do the funniest thing ever. Imagine if it's Kentucky versus St. Peter's first round. I don't think that'll be the case. But because Kentucky's probably going to be like a 4 or a 5 seed. Alabama might be an upset. They might be an early upset because they don't play any defense. That's the problem with Alabama. So yeah, UConn. So yeah, no play-ins in this region, which is interesting. What's interesting is Lenardi had 2 10-seed play-ins, which is really weird.
You were not wearing that. You know this round is. However you fan, get more with Geico. Order Pizza Hut now and get a great large pizza wing. That's a free pizza on your next order. So you get pizza now and pizza again. Free pizza means your next dinner is cooked. Your future. So, thanks. Change it while it's hot.
Dude, that's a tough region.
While 100% free with TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify. Form 1040 and limited credits only. See how at TurboTax.com. That's me.
Yeah, to me, there are 3 to 4 teams that could win this region. UConn, Auburn, maybe Illinois. If Northwestern had Ty Berry, because I'm pretty sure he's still out. I don't know how long he's out for. I know he was out for a long time, maybe for the season, I think. I would have them going further. Iowa State, I don't think is making it to the Sweet 16. I think I like Drake out of this little sub-region here.
He mentioned Reese's.
Yeah, Auburn's too low. Auburn is about a spot too low. I thought they would be a 2. They are 2 spots too low. All right, next region. We're looking at the Northeast quadrant. It's the South region, and Houston is the 1 seed.
The South region destination Dallas. Not worry, they will be inspired by that blowout.
And they're playing in Memphis. These are first and second round games in Memphis on Friday. Houston 30-4 on the season. They did just lose they'll play Longwood. The Longwood Lancers are your 16 seed. What's the 8-9? Nebraska's the 8 seed. I thought they would be a 7. But the first bid in a while for Nebraska. It's been a while, but you know what? They're legit. Keisei Tominaga is insane. 23-10 on the season. Who will they play in the 8-9? Texas A&M. Okay, then. I'm picking Nebraska, and I'm not even thinking twice. Guys, pick Nebraska that game. That's easy points for you. Pick Nebraska. Friday, first and second round games in Brooklyn, New York. Who is the 5? The 5 is Wisconsin, who just lost to Illinois. I know, I'll shut up now. But you know what? Wisconsin's looking pretty good right now. I know they went on that slump, but they've looked better as of late. Watch out for Wisconsin. Wall and Crowell are two very good athletes, and AJ Storr is an impact guy. They will face James Madison. They are 31-3. You know, that's a good game, dude. That's a good game. I don't know who I'm taking there. That's a heck of a matchup. That's a heck of a matchup. That's a good game. The 4 seed is Duke. We go from the Dukes to Duke. So they get a 4 seed. That's about where I thought they would be. And they'll face Vermont.
America East champs, coached by
Vermont always seems to make it out of the America East every year. These are games on Thursday, first and second round games in Pittsburgh. Texas Tech is the 6th.
making his first NCAA tournament appearance as Texas Tech head coach. They are matched.
I think that's about where they need to be. The 11th seed is NC State, a dark horse ACC champ. You know what? I'm not sure who I'll take. That's another solid game, but I feel like with the momentum that NC State has, oh boy, that might be an 11-6 upset. We'll see. The 3 seed in Pittsburgh. Still waiting to see who it is here. They just beat North Carolina. Kentucky is the 3. So I feel like they put Auburn too low and Kentucky, that's too high. That's too high for Kentucky. I thought they would be like a 4 or a 5. And they'll face Oakland, the Golden Grizzlies. The 7-10 Friday, first and second round games in Indianapolis, Indiana. The 7 seed is Florida. Not the 10 seed, the 7 seed.
Speedy recovery. And then here's where it gets
And the 10 seed, 10 seed playing. Boise State versus Colorado, 10 seed playing.
I am very surprised to see Boise State in the first 4. That means they were one of the last 4 in.
They were one of the last 4 teams in. Boise State, that's honestly low for me. Boise State and Colorado, 10 seed playing.
And you wonder if squeezing into the bubble created.
Colorado did lose in the Pac-12 title game, which sucks for them, but what can you do? The 2 seed is Marquette. Hopefully Kolek is back, but because they struggled against UConn without Tyler Kolek, so hopefully they have him back by the time the games begin. But yeah, 10 seed playing for the first time. Western Kentucky is the 15.
First season at Western Kentucky to get the Hilltoppers tournament for the first time.
Let's see, who do I like out of this region? Obviously, Houston's the best team.
Their team stands out. Yeah, at first when we talked about the 12-5, I mean,
So look at Wisconsin and James Madison. Dude, that's a good game. I don't know who I'm taking in that. That's a good game.
So this Wisconsin is playing excellent.
I thought James Madison would be like an 11. I don't know. Dude, that's a good game.
They got stuck with Texas A&M with sizzling hot since they put Manny Obaseki in the starting lineup.
I think I'm going to take Nebraska in this game.
Bracket. I'll tell you one thing.
Texas Tech, NC State. Guys, I might pick NC State for that. I might pick NC State for an upset. Let's take a look. BYU is better than people think. Wow, Duke in the South region. What a shocker. Goodness gracious. Yeah, let's go. Oh, yeah, you got the 3 seed. I think they put Kentucky too high. I'm just going to be honest here. I'm going to go on record. Kentucky's too high.
But either way that Kentucky plays gets up down to 4. I know Florida's got an injury issue too. Yeah. But Kolek to me is a big time X factor in this tournament and certainly in this side of the bracket. A lot of high powered offenses will have to potentially get through a very good defense.
Let's see, the 4 seed here is Duke. I would have put Duke ahead of Kentucky. Honestly. Still need to see Utah State, New Mexico. Still need to see St. Mary's. Still need to see South Carolina. All right, we're going to move all this down. We're going to move all these down here.
For once, never makes me happy. Such truth. And okay.
Yeah, sorry for all the scrolling. I just need to move all the teams down.
What?
Still need to see Dayton.
Fine. Go back to Rex.
Still need to see Oregon. Haven't seen Samford yet.
1 kale, celery, squirrel. Yeah. Cash or charge?
George.
Haven't seen Colgate yet. Still gotta see Akron. Which Akron, oh man, that was a really tough loss by Kent State. I feel so bad for that Kent State guy. He knew he made a mistake. I feel so bad.
Block. Honey garlic.
I feel good about playing Morehead State. We should be able to beat them. But you know what? If Illinois plays like they did in, the first couple in like the first half of the Ohio, yeah, let me restart. If Illinois plays like they did in the first half of the game against Wisconsin, they're not beating Morehead State. That's just it. They're not beating Morehead. So I need to see Charleston. Still need to see Wagner. Who else do we still need to see? Arizona. We haven't seen them yet. So Purdue and North Carolina are probably the other two 1 seeds. Still need to see Nevada. Gonzaga's probably going to be in there at like a 7 or an 8.
TA scholarships and tuition.
Yeah, here's the top of the bracket. That's the first time we've ever had a 10 seed plan. I don't know who I like out of this region. This is a great region. If Marquette doesn't have Kolek, they're cooked. They'll probably make this. I think they're out in the second round if they don't have Kolek. Yeah, I don't know who I like. That's such a tight region. All right, we're back. My guess is they'll probably reveal the bottom right. That'd be my guess.
Halfway through the bracket now, many conference champs still wondering where they'll be
Yes.
slotted and who they will play. And so back to the brackets now. From the
Haven't seen Baylor yet. Haven't seen Creighton yet. All right, the Midwest, that is the bottom right. That's so I was right in guessing. And the number 1 seed is Purdue, as expected.
For Saturday,
Zach Edey, 7'4" center, their all-time leading scorer. Purdue 29-4, and okay, 16 seed play, and it's Montana State and Grambling State. That might be a decent game. That's a solid plan, but unfortunately, whoever wins that is getting cooked by Zach Edey. I'm sorry. These are first and second round games in Indianapolis. Utah State is the 8th seed. Where are they? Where are they? There they are. Mountain West regular season champions right there. And who's the 9? Who are they playing? This is in Indianapolis. TCU is the 9.
Over Houston. It's going to be a tough matchup. TCU is fast. And
this will be a good game, I think. But Utah State always disappoints in March. I'm probably going to go with TCU. These are first and second round games in Salt Lake City. Gonzaga's a 5? That is way too high. 25-7. And they're facing McNeese. Dude, that's going to be a good game. That's another really good 5-12 matchup. That's two really awesome 5-12 matchups on this side of the bracket. Gonzaga versus McNeese. That might be an upset pick.
On the job there.
The 4 seed is Kansas. Kansas a little underwhelming, but 22-10 still. Very good. Hunter Dickinson there. Samford. Ooh. Those are first and second round games in Salt Lake City, like I said. Gonzaga, probably the closest one to those schools. That's a bit of an advantage for them.
And let's go to the bottom half now.
The bottom half. These are first and second round games in Pittsburgh on Thursday. The 6th seed is South Carolina. Great season. Tied for second in the SEC. Their watch party going crazy. 26-7 on the year. They will face Oregon, the Pac-12 champions, the final Pac-12 champions. I don't know. I might pick Oregon. The 3 seed is Creighton. The Blue Jays. 14 wins in the Big East. Wow. They don't have to play Purdue. And who will they be up against? The 14 seed is Akron. I'm glad we avoided them. Dude, I thought Akron would be a 13. First and second round games in Charlotte, North Carolina on Thursday. The 7 seed is the Longhorns of Texas. And the 10 seed, another 10 seed playing. It's Virginia. Virginia got in? What? Are you serious? Virginia got in? Why? Are you kidding? Virginia? How? How did they get in? They were first 4 out. They should not be here.
Led by Golden.
Dude, you got to be kidding me. Tennessee's the 2. I figured they'd be there. So that means North Carolina is the 1 seed in the last region. Dude, that is so bad. Why is Virginia here? St. Peter's is the 15. Uh-oh.
Feathers. We move back.
Dude. Oh, my God. Dude. What is Virginia doing here? Hang on a minute. They just lost to NC State.
4 consecutive tournament runs. That's incredible.
Dude. Oh, they're 23-10, but how? I thought they were first 4 out.
Team that will win is a brutal first.
Dude, Virginia was first 4 out. They should not be here. Virginia was first 4 out.
So on fire.
It's over, Gonzaga, and you ready? Samford takes down Kansas. You mentioned the injuries.
They were first 4 out.
Samford is an up and down team. They play 10 guys, and the game's in Salt Lake City, where altitude is a factor. We've got a potential matchup between Texas and Tennessee, where Rick Barnes, the Tennessee coach.
Dude, what is Virginia doing here?
They play at a slower tempo. I think they can get by Tennessee in the Sweet 16.
Tell you what.
Still haven't seen Baylor. Still haven't seen North Carolina. Haven't seen St. Mary's yet. Nevada, Clemson. Haven't seen any of those. Haven't seen Grand Canyon, Charleston, Colgate. Haven't seen Long Beach yet.
Right. All right. The Capital One ends March
We've
Madness.
seen Longwood. We haven't seen Howard yet. I got a feeling they left Indiana State out. They're not making it.
Okay, got teams right on edge of the teams.
I didn't. How did Virginia get in? Let me look at St. John's record real quick.
Yes.
What was St. John's record? St. John's was 20-13. St. John's was first of the first four out. Virginia was second. If Virginia's in, St. John's is in. I don't care. Dude, Virginia. Oh my God. What is Virginia doing here? Dude.
What? Welcome to Troy.
This isn't as bad of a bid as Michigan a couple years ago, but still. Dude, they were second. Dude, that is fraud. That is fraud. Colorado, dude, if they snub Colorado for Virginia, I'm gonna lose my mind. If Virginia's in, then Michigan State should be out.
Special for GMC.
That's ridiculous.
Choose LG.
Dude, what is... I cannot believe it.
Everyone's hyped that Wendy's made the official hamburger of March Madness a buck. What time I told me? Oh, another level. Hype. Fresh never frozen beef on Wendy's stage single for a buck. Only in the app. But huge from us tonight.
Dude. If Virginia's in, St. John's is in. If St. John's is left out for Virginia, my God. If Bama gets a 4 after losing all their quad run games, it's rigged. I agree. Alabama should be a 6. Dude, that's ridiculous. There's one play-in left. My guess is that it's probably Howard versus Wagner.
I'm Kmart, and there's no air balls here at Zimmerman Honda Mall.
So there's only one seed left.
Sport would like to recognize and thank our official NCAA corporate champions and partners for their ongoing support of the NCAA and NCAA student athletes throughout the year.
So the West region is the last region, and I'm guessing North Carolina is going to be the 1 seed.
Still several teams that have fans on the edge of their seats right now.
So my guess is UConn was the number 1 overall seed. Houston was the second number 1. Purdue was the third. And out of the West region, it is North Carolina. Okay. So North Carolina's in there. They lost in the ACC tournament finals to NC State, their rival, or one of their rivals. Duke is their big one. Unfortunately, Duke is way over here. So they can't meet until the championship. Oh, this is in Charlotte. That's a huge advantage. And, okay, the last play-in is Howard and Wagner, just like I thought. It is a 16-seed play-in.
First time since 2003, just 7 healthy scholarship players as they won the Northeast Conference Championship. Also in Charlotte.
Howard versus Wagner. And Mississippi State is the 8. I can't find them. Where'd Mississippi State go? Michigan State! Bro, get them out of here. And there's Mississippi State right there. Dude, are you kidding me? If they, oh my God, they snubbed somebody. Somebody got absolutely snubbed. I don't know who. First and second round games in Spokane, Washington. St. Mary's is the 5. Let me just fill these colors in real quick. And the 12 seed up against St. Mary's will be Grand Canyon. I believe it's, I think this is only their second NCAA tournament appearance. If I'm not mistaken, it's only their second one. These games are on Friday, by the way, in Spokane. Who's the 4 seed?
The 4 seed going to Spokane. It's cross country.
It's Alabama. Oh my God. Alabama at a 4? Dude. They're a 6 at best. Charleston's the 13. Dude, I'm going to look at the net, and if Charleston's really good in one specialty, I'm picking Charleston. Seriously. First and second round games in Memphis on Friday. The 6th seed is Clemson. Clemson's they're about a spot too high. Actually, I think they're fine there. I might have put them in a 5, but Alabama should be 6. New Mexico is the 11. Dude, we're starting to run out of space here. Starting to run out of space. Who's the 3? Going to Memphis. Baylor. Oh, man. Is Arizona the 2? Arizona's probably the 2 then. And the 14 seed is Colgate. Colgate, the Patriot League champs. I think they're better than a 14, honestly. First and second round games in Salt Lake City. The 7 seed is Dayton. I love seeing Dayton there. I'm glad they got in. But, dude, oh, man. Did they leave St. John's out? I think they left St. John's out. Nevada's the 10th. Dude, they left St. John's out. Virginia got in, but not St. John's? Are you kidding me?
And now we just have 2 teams left to reveal. The 2 seed in the West region.
The 2 seed is Arizona. And Long Beach. Long Beach is going to be the 2. That's the only auto bid left.
Terrific all season
long. And the 15 is Long Beach. Long Beach State. That's the only one left. That's the only auto bid left.
Yeah, now.
Arizona's 25-8. Long Beach State. So, wow. This is unbelievable. My guess is first 4 out are Oklahoma, St. John's, Seton Hall, and Indiana State. Let's take a look at this bracket here. Honestly, this is North Carolina's region to lose. This is North Carolina's region. Let's see what the chat looks like. Lol, that's awful. Bama beat one good team.
Basketball here lately, even though they haven't gotten the win results, playing better. They are playing well, yeah. Actually, great game against Purdue in the tournament.
Yeah.
Dude, Virginia and Michigan State over St. John's.
To get seed where if they go to the Elite Eight, they could play Arizona in what would be called the Caleb Love game because Caleb.
Dude, Michigan State is 1-7 versus Quad 1A. Replace them with St. John's.
3 of the last 4 years, they won the WAC regular season, they won the WAC tournament
title. Dude, replace them with St. John's.
To have the geographic home court advantage out there in Spokane. See what you got at the beginning.
So, wow, no Oklahoma, no St. John's, no Seton Hall, no Indiana State. Who else?
Yeah, look at that.
And of course, no Pittsburgh, no Providence, no Kansas State, no South Florida.
I'm with you, though. I think Arizona.
I'm surprised Oklahoma didn't make it. But now, how did Virginia make it, and how did Michigan State make it over St. John's?
Also, New Mexico is a really hot team right now.
Why?
They get the 3 guards, House, and Bash.
Bama rewarded for losing to Purdue. Purdue's good, though.
Yes, the breakdown of the conferences that earned.
All right, let's see the bids. Big 12 got 8, SEC got 8, Big 10 got 6, Mountain West got 6, ACC got 5, Pac-12 got 4, Big East got 3, American got 2, Atlantic 10 got 2, and the West Coast got 2. The last 4 in were Boise State, Colorado, Virginia, Colorado State. The first 4 out were Oklahoma, Seton Hall, Indiana State, and Pittsburgh. St. John's was next 4 out?
And the teams did not make the.
St. John's was next 4 out. They weren't even the first 4 out. How is Pittsburgh next 4 out?
bubble. I'm shocked that Colorado State was the last team in. I had Seton Hall in, Virginia out. You could absolutely make a case for Virginia. Unlike Seton Hall, they didn't have any bad losses. But again, St. John's, I had.
You can make a case for Virginia. What case? What case?
Aside from those,
Well, see, you get to this point and you're trying to differentiate, it becomes splitting hairs, and somebody's going to be left out. And the way the stoop got compressed here with 4 teams that were not going to be at-large candidates winning conference tournaments, that really created more teams than we've had in a while that were being considered and may have been in the field had it not been for the circumstances of the weekend. What do we have? Big Ten, ACC, Pac-12. Those were the 4.
4 conferences knocked out
Dude,
these teams.
that's unbelievable. That's ridiculous.
The highest ranked net team to be left out.
All right, good point, guys. All right, game on. Fill out both the men's and women's brackets for a chance to win a 2020.
How is St. John's next 4 out? That's ridiculous. This is a fraud bid right here. This is a fraud bid. Where else are the fraud bids? There aren't that many, but there were 2 fraud bids. There are a couple really good games in here. Illinois Morehead State has potential if Illinois doesn't really play well. This could be a 15-2 upset. This is probably the game of the first round. Wisconsin versus James Madison. FAU Northwestern could be good. Gonzaga and McNeese, that'd be pretty good. This will be good. South Carolina and Oregon over here. Baylor Colgate, Colgate's solid. Dayton, Nevada, possibly. I'm not sure. I don't know much about Dayton or Nevada. I'm probably going to pick St. Mary's here. I'm not going to spoil all my picks. Alabama, Charleston. I like Charleston in this. People, Alabama is not great. Pick Charleston here. Pick Charleston. Auburn's probably going to beat Yale, but that'll be a good game. I'm probably going to pick Northwestern here. FAU has not looked great. But I'm probably going with Northwestern. But then they'll probably lose to UConn. Dude, Wisconsin versus Duke here would be so good.
Follow your team wherever they take you. With over 30 hotel brands, Marriott Bonvoy has a brand for every kind of fan.
Boise State versus Colorado. Dude, I don't know who I'm going to go with here. I feel like Colorado wins this. I like Akron. Yeah, I do too. Akron might give Creighton a good fight.
Nope.
Dude, what if St. Peter's beats Tennessee? Seriously. If St. Peter's beats Tennessee, oh boy, the country's going to go nuts. Dude. What is St. Peter's record? St. Peter's this year is 19-13. They won the MAC tournament, the Metro Atlantic Athletic. They're 19-13. They were 3rd in the conference behind Fairfield and Quinnipiac.
Feels pretty good, apparently.
What if St. Peter's just pulls off an upset?
Time now for a top 4 seeds.
All right, let's look at the top 4 seeds by region. In the East, UConn, Iowa State, Illinois, and Auburn. Top 4 seed total 36. Not sure what that means.
South region is the least difficult.
Okay.
Are well, pretty close. And joining us now for his insight into the selection and bracketing
They're
process
difficult.
is Charles.
Well,
chair of
the
NCAA
bracket is set.
Division Basketball Committee. Amanda's about to get a day off.
It's set.
Appreciate you joining us. I want to know how much kerfuffle was there in Carmel over that fourth one seed? There was a lot.
I agree with the 1 seeds. I think UConn, Houston, Purdue, UNC are the 1 seeds for sure. The 2 seeds I think are pretty good. You know, Arizona, Tennessee, Marquette, and Iowa State's too high, actually. I would have had them at a 3.
Line seed on the number one seed on the fourth line. So Charles, it's obvious
Colgate's on the 14 line again. I don't know if I like that.
it's here.
But now, how did these two get in? How did these two get in? These two.
Team, great wins, great, tournament. But we did look at that non-conference strength of schedule.
I might take the Jackrabbits. Honestly, I might take the Jackrabbits. But I like Drake out of this sub-region.
But Charles, we obviously had a lot.
Look at Samford's record. I think they have a shot. You know, I was thinking that too. I was thinking that. Where are they? There they are. Yeah, I heard somebody say Kansas. Like they could beat Kansas or something like that. Yes, Samford's 29-5.
Talk selections process.
I like how when the show started, they just got straight into it. Like they didn't waste too much time. They just got straight into it.
It makes it difficult for us to be able to go through the process. And as those bids continue to get stolen, as a matter of fact, we were in the process of scrubbing at one point.
Dude, I feel like Indiana State could have made it if it weren't for NC State and Oregon being bid stealers. But those two teams probably could have made it anyway. The fact that we have 2 10-seed play-ins, we've never seen 10-seed play-ins before. For the first time. I feel like all the play-ins should be 16s, though. Don't you think?
So Charles, and the story about Indiana State is not that they didn't get in, and obviously I know they're disappointed, their fans are disappointed. It seemed like everybody in America was
like, think about
for them. But if things had gone the way they had in the past with respect to these bid thieves, you have Indiana State as the third team out, so they would have been in the tournament, but for those late wins. Can you let us in on the conversation about the Sycamores and
we're talking about Indiana State here,
as close to being in the tournament as they did?
They had a magnificent season. They had great metrics.
I think a potential upset's right here. South Dakota State over Iowa State. That's one of my top 3 potential upsets. James Madison against Wisconsin. That could be a good game. James Madison will give Wisconsin a hard time. Drake over Washington State. That could be a good one. That could be an upset. I might take Samford over Kansas. And I might take McNeese over Gonzaga. I'll be picking one of these 2 first-round games to be an upset. One of them. So the first 4 schedule on Tuesday, Wagner versus Howard and Colorado State versus Virginia. And then it's Boise State versus Colorado and Montana State versus Grambling. The Final Four is on April 6th, and the championship game is on April 8th on TBS. Well, that's it. I think this is where I'm going to cut the stream off. If you like this stream, hit the like button, subscribe. If you want to see more of the bus, you don't miss out on any videos. Share with your friends. It's the way to spread the word. This is going to be a fun tournament. But until we meet again, this is goodbye.